The mobility service TIM, täglich intelligent mobil, is a service provided by LINZ AG Linien, perfectly complementing the existing public transportation system with additional mobility options. In LINZ, you can find the right form of transport for every journey. A comprehensive public transport network with buses and trams, das Anruf-Sammeltaxi AST, which is a call-shared taxi for a safe and affordable ride home, public e-charging stations for private e-cars, bicycle parking spaces, and TIM with car sharing and rental cars. This video will give you an overview of how TIM and the booking platform work, how to use the charging stations properly, and what to pay attention to when using the vehicles.
Hi, I'm Olivia PT, and as my name suggests, I love traveling with LINZ's public transport. For my regular grocery shopping and errands, I am looking for a perfect addition to public transport and come across TIM. I fill out a pre-registration for the consultation appointment on TIM's website. TIM contacts me about an appointment, which can be held either in person or online. At the TIM Service Center, I am being introduced to the terms and conditions, the app, the e-car, and of course, all of my questions are being answered. After registering, I receive my TIM card and access details for the booking platform. Now I'm ready to go. TIM is a station-based car-sharing system. This means I can book and pick up vehicles independently and return them to the very same hub. All TIM hubs are reachable by public transport and offer bicycle parking spaces. I can choose between the car-sharing model, the transporter, and the rental car model. The car-sharing vehicles and transporters are easy to spot due to their colorful branding. They can be booked flexibly by the hour. The neutral white rental cars can be booked for longer trips on a daily basis. I can book TIM cars anytime, day or night, up to 30 days in advance in 5-minute intervals. I want to go grocery shopping, so I book an e-car via the TIM LINZ app. I click on Book New Vehicle and select the By Date option. Choose my nearest location and pick my desired time, allowing a little extra time in case of delays. In the next step, I can also specify my desired number of kilometers. The available vehicles are suggested. I choose the Coupe Reborn. The app shows me an estimated price based on the hours and kilometers entered. Of course, I'm only charged for the actual time or distance driven. On the homepage, I can see my upcoming booking as well as the countdown until it starts. I can still edit my booking and even cancel it free of charge up to 1 minute before the start. From the start of the booking until the end, the TIM card is my key to the vehicle. I hold it up to the small box on the windshield and then quickly remove it. The yellow and green light blinks briefly and the vehicle is unlocked. This process also works contactlessly with the TIM LINZ app via Bluetooth. After unlocking, I have 30 seconds to remove the cable from the vehicle and then from the charging station. If this time expires, I can simply lock and unlock the vehicle again and the countdown starts over. I always take the charging cable with me inside the trunk. Now, I check the vehicle on the inside and outside using the digital damage list. If I notice any additional damage, I report it through the app before starting the ride. Alternatively, I can also call the 24-hour hotline. In the vehicle, I adjust the seat and mirrors and check if all documents are complete. These include the registration certificate, the LINZ AG charging card, and the accident report. With the charging card and the so-called Ladeatlas, I can charge the e-vehicle for free at over 3,500 charging stations across Austria. The accident report has to be filled out and sent to TIM in case of any type of accident. The 24-hour hotline should always be contacted. TIM activates the mobility guarantee and supports the accident process. In case of damage caused by my own fault, a deductible has to be paid. I have chosen TIM Plus for a minimal additional charge, which means I would pay less than half of the deductible in case of self-induced damage. Once all doors are closed and I'm buckled up, I press the brake and the vehicle starts. Using the gear shift lever behind the steering wheel, I can select my desired driving mode and start the ride by pressing the gas pedal. Each TIM vehicle has a brief user manual to make the start easier. With the already included highway vignette, I can travel worry-free on all Austrian highways. Foreign trips are also allowed. I can drive TIM cars throughout Europe. Any road fees incurred within Austria or abroad have to be paid by myself. As my booked time might be tight, I extend my reservation just to be on the safe side. By clicking into my current booking, I can adjust the return time. I have the option to extend the booking by up to 2 hours. After that, the vehicle is already booked by someone else. I'm fine with 1 more hour. If I need the vehicle for a longer period, I will call the TIM hotline in time to inform them of my delay. When returning the vehicle, it is important to return it to the same hub and follow the refueling rules. Ground markings indicate which parking space is designated for which type of vehicle. The electric vehicles must be plugged back in after each use, so they are ready for the next user. The gasoline vehicles in the car-sharing model, as well as the vans, should be returned with a quarter tank of fuel. If refueling costs are incurred within Austria, the invoice can be sent to the TIM team and a credit will be issued. The rental car is provided full of fuel and must also be returned full of fuel. I plug in the charging cable, and once the charging process has started, the click from the charging station is clearly audible. Finally, I check if the green light on the charging flap is on and verify by pulling on the cable that it's properly connected. I take my belongings out of the vehicle and make sure it's clean. After locking the vehicle, I click into my active booking. Click on End Booking, go through the checklist, and leave some feedback. Any damage or issues were reported before the trip. That was my first trip with TIM.
We look forward to you joining our TIM community. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We're available 24/7 to assist you. TIM, täglich intelligent, mobil.